Hey everyone, it is Tuesday. Wow, February 14th, Valentine's Day. We're at OETC conference. With me is Tad Douce, and Tad is with the TRECA Digital Academy. And let's start there, Tad. Tell me about the Academy and what it's all about.
Sure. We are a public charter online school. We are all over the state of Ohio only. We have students learn online. So they get a computer. We give every student an iPhone, so they have internet connectivity wherever they go. And they do all their schooling method. We have about 2,000 students around the state, and we're excited to be here at OETC.
How long has the school been in existence?
It's been about 12, 15 years we've been around. It's quite a while. It's one of the older online schools, actually, yeah.
How are you finding the students with engagement and keeping up? And do you see this really as the template for the future, I guess, of education?
I think it's one of the templates. I always tell people that online school is not for everyone. You know, there's a lot of students it works for, and there's some it doesn't. But we do think that there's a new model out there that we're kind of exploring that is one of the possibilities of the future of education. As we think about everything else in the world, I don't think you can look at anything and say things aren't going online. More and more things are going that way. And so we're exploring what that can look like for kids and for a lot of our students. We are a dropout prevention and a dropout recovery school. So we do find a lot of our students really benefit from having this flexibility that they can't get necessarily in a traditional brick and mortar school. But I think in the future there'll be online schools, there'll be blended schools, there'll be brick and mortar schools. There's gonna be a lot of options for kids, and that's what I think what we all want is kids to find what works for them and their families.
Well, I think with technology, it's really about I guess personalizing it to the students. Do you find that's a successful strategy for you, is being able to personalize it for your students?
It has. We kind of see different people take advantage of what we do in different ways. Some students, we have one girl, for example, she's a amateur musician, and her father play music all over the United States. Well, traditional brick and mortar wouldn't work for their lifestyle. They're never home. They're out late at night, performing for different gigs that they do. Well, getting up for, get home at 2 in the morning or 1 in the morning and then getting up for school doesn't really work out for traditional experience. So for her, that worked really well. She could personalize, could move at her own pace, could kind of go to school. If she needed to work on Sunday or Saturday, she could do that. We also find a lot of homeschool parents that are looking for kind of having more of a traditional curriculum. They don't really have the expertise to create a chemistry class or a physics class, where we have licensed Ohio educators that can do that for them in an online environment. Then they can provide some of those other pieces to customize that learning experience for their student.
Have you been there from the start? I'm curious.
I've not. No, I was traditional. I worked in a public school. Started in Grove City High School in 1996, and then I went to River Valley Middle School. Taught there for 15 years. I started at TRECA in 2012. It's been 5 years now, I guess. Yeah, it's hard to believe.
It goes fast, right?
Sure does.
So tell me about the conference in general. What else are you doing here at the conference?
Well, we're here today just kind of as an outreach, kind of let teachers know that, TRECA Digital Academy, we're a public school too. It's like traditional publics, and we want great education for Ohio students. And we want great opportunities for our teachers, great opportunities for our citizens. We're here just doing the next generation presentation area. We're kind of running that for OETC this year. We have a cooperation with Spark Fun Electronics out of Colorado. We're working on maybe creating some online courses with them in robotics. Branson, who's one of their education directors, came in from Colorado and is doing some sessions for us. Today he's doing a workshop. Tomorrow he's doing 3 sessions on Arduino and coding. And then I'm going to do a session on Thursday on the Lego EV3 robotics. We do quite a bit with that. And doing some 3D printer things. And that's more of a personal hobby than it is TRECA per se.
Yeah, do you see both of those? I know that they're the hot trends right now. Do you see those really as catching on and staying in the future?
I think the robotic stuff is here to stay. The 3D printers, I think the technology is here to stay. It's very difficult, as we're going to talk about in my session on Thursday. I see a lot of people buy a 3D printer, but then they don't really know what to do with it. And they have kids like download things and print them. well, if we're just going to download it and print it, that's like, download my English paper and turn it in. So you got to really teach kids how to design. And that's a lot of what Jeff was talking about today with the Arduino and programming. It's really getting behind the scenes and knowing how he calls it human cyborg relations, So how do you get the computers?
True.
Yeah, how do you get the computers and the people and everything to work together to solve problems? And that's what we want our students to do. We want our students to be problem solvers. If their world is going to be changing rapidly, and they've got to be able to use these tools not just as a consumer, but be able to create their own devices and their own programming, their own robots, whatever it is they want to do. That's where the future we believe is going to be.
Great. Well, thank you so much for joining me, Tad. And if you're here at the conference, stop on down. There's lots to learn and lots to see down here. So
thanks, Andrew.
Good work.
Thank you. Have a good day.